put it for 1040, but nevertheless, we jumped on there anyway. But let's talk about this Yella Beezy situation, real quick, very very quick, real quick. Um, it's crazy. It's a crazy situation. Either way you want to look at that joint. And shout out to everybody, the people that's going to come in here in a few minutes. So the title is The Arrest of Yella Beezy, Jealous One's Envy, right? Jealous One's Envy. Um, it's an unfortunate situation because, like I said, I had people close to me that already kind of knew the information and knew what the deal was, excuse me, with the whole situation with Yella Beezy, and MO3. A lot of people said, so the story is that he pretty much hired this guy, right? Somebody that was out on parole to actually, take out the hit. He paid the guy to take out the hit. Obviously, he didn't do it himself, supposedly, but he paid a man who was supposed to be a gay guy to run him down on the highway and do the hit. You know what I'm saying? Crazy situation. Darren, what's up? What's going on? I see you still putting in that work. Yes, sir. Definitely still putting in that work, man. For sure. Rest in peace, MO3. Because a lot of people said that Beezy was very jealous of him. I don't know how that's going to look. I don't look good. A lot of people said... All right, anyway, let me take that off. That ain't look right. But a lot of people said that Beezy was jealous of him. So he got him taken out. Now, I remember around that time, right? Around that time, there was a lot, of friction going on in the street. Exactly. He was the better artist. And jealous one's envy. You got to remember when you from a particular area, right? Let's just say if I was from a particular area, right? And a guy started before me, maybe he was grinding for 10 years or 5 years, and I pop up out of nowhere and just pass this dude. Everybody's talking about me. I'm getting on the magazine covers. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Some guys don't know how to take that. Some guys is brutally jealous of any success. Trap Lore, Ross covered the beef. All right, cool. Shout out to him. Trap Lore Ross for covering the beef. Go definitely check out his channel. You know what I'm saying? But Huss puts Yella been suspect. Number one, Mo was pressure. Can't fake influence. Real shit. The dude was talented, crazy talented. But that's how it is. You think that everybody's happy for you. You think that people love your success. No, everybody don't. And if you come in here, bang that thumbs up. Let's get 100 thumbs up real quick. It's only like 4. Bang that thumbs up button, right? Everybody's not always going to be, happy for you. That's just what it is. Some people are going to be brutally jealous of what you got going on because it's not them, right? It's not them. It's not them in a situation, getting all the love, getting all the praise, getting all the money, getting all the shows. And it goes to a point. Look at the whole Nipsey situation. People say it was about this, it was about that. That shit was about jealousy, man. This dude supposedly came up to him talking about he rap. Nipsey said, man, whatever, boom, 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 boom. I heard you was a rat, boom, 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 boom. That killed his soul. So he had to kill him because of that. Like, think about that. Somebody can be jealous of you to the point they can want to kill you, man. But that's the self-hate, though. That's the self-hate, that we got to deal with within our different communities and stuff. We really hate each other, right? And the first thing you do when you see another brother, and I'm not speaking for everybody, right? There's always exceptions to the rule. Never throw the rule away for the exception. When you see you sizing each other up, right? You're looking at the sneakers. You want to look bigger, stronger than them. Like, nigga, I'll knock you out. When other people see each other, it's a kiss on the cheek, a hug, a how you doing? He put, is it true Beezy didn't want Empty to perform with him? I don't know, but I know there's pictures of them together. So at some point, King Hayes, what up? At some point, they must have been cool. They must have been friends. They must have been cool at some point. It's sad. Michelle Turner puts it's sad. It's enough bread for all of them. That self-hate and jealousy is sad. Life mean nothing to these new school young ones. Real shit. Real talk. But it do, Smoker, Jay Smoker. It's like, and then you got to pay somebody to do it, right? You pay somebody to, like, who knows what he paid him, 50, 30, 20,000. Like, dude, it's crazy, man. And again, we don't know the whole story, but I think we know enough of it to where we could talk about it. Quenya Mosey puts, I love Mo 3, and I'm an older woman, but raw talent is raw talent. Rest in peace, Mo 3. Real talk. Life didn't mean nothing to these old heads either, LOL. YC the Don. Roll Tide, what up? What's going on, man? Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Shout out to Alabama. Shout out to giving us Jalen Hurts, man. Super Bowl. YC Don, this is good right here. This is a culture thing, not age. Absolutely a culture thing. I don't think it has nothing to do with age. It's our culture. Our culture now is a deaf culture. I was working on a video last night of little Ronnie, his baby mom. You know, the little girl got killed, and she holding up a money phone full of money. You know what I'm saying? Full of money. I'm gonna get to y'all comments, you know, because they ain't even flying like that. Hey, if you coming in, smash the thumbs up. We only got 16. You got to at least get 100. And it's showing at least 100. Death for drugs and incarceration. Absolutely. Yeah, you on it, bro. You on it. You on it. You know, that's what our culture is shining on another guy, drug culture, prostituting rappers, hoes, sluts, right? Kill, kill, bang, bang. Like, you got guys going on camera, going like this. If any of you ends ever F with me, I'm gonna blow your head off. If any of you ends. That's the culture. That's the culture. And you seen Kate Flock? He just got hit up. He gonna do life. Young kid from New York, drill rapper. He gonna do life. Knowledge. How can we make criminality unpopular in hip hop? Well, it starts from the top down. Our young minds are distracted. All right, Michelle Turner put, is it true they said Mo 3 had something to do with Beezy when he was with his boys got shot? Well, I don't know. Look, I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? The informant media, what a name. What a name. What a name. It starts at home. Yep, I agree with you. You know, see, I couldn't, the structure that I had, I couldn't have really been in the streets like that or whatever. I mean, I knew people from the streets. I was very close to a lot of guys, you know, but the way it was set up, I had, you know, a family structure that just wasn't going to allow that. Roll Tide, NFL, sports. I follow you all the time. This Generation X. Man, young people, demonic record industry. Huntsville, shout out to Huntsville, Alabama. Yeah, and it's, I hate to be like the guy that, you know, seems like I'm trying to preach and all that, but it's sickening to turn the TV on or to turn the internet on, scroll and to see what we seeing nowadays. Like, in these last 8 years, we've been covering nothing but death, nothing but degeneracy, nothing but that. Smiley, bless you too, man, from upstate New York. Kids watch what you do. Telling them means nothing. Lead by example, not just a phrase. Yep. Absolutely correct. Michelle Turner, appreciate you doing the Info Hip Hop Live. Thank you. I appreciate y'all too. I got an interview to do at 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be on here for a minute as long as we can stay on here. Y'all keep engaging. I'll rock out with y'all. You know? It's sad, yo. Rap 2 get killed now in these days. This is Jay Smoker. They listen to you, Rinse. 251 Mobile. Yeah. It's like Mobile, Alabama. They get to the point where you gotta have, see, most of these kids, they grew up, you know, let's just keep it real, in environments that's not fitting for nobody, right? It's not fitting for nobody. They're growing up broken households, no father, The mother's not too young, not stable. So at a point in time, the streets is raising them. As soon as they come, from school, if they even going to school, they outside and they into the streets. Whatever's going on in the streets, that's what's going to mold them. And this is what's happening too much. It's happening too much. You need a structure to where you coming home, getting your homework done, right? You got some type of after school activity, tennis, badminton, football, basketball, drama club, whatever, right? Yeah, you eating dinner as a family. Your parents explain, you're talking, you're doing, and even like the TV shows and shit. I'm watching Family Matters, The Cosby Show. Right now, it's scratching somebody's eyes out on Love and Hip Hop and all these other shows they got. Somebody scratching somebody's eyes out every day, right? It's getting sickening. Look at these rappers, these slut rappers. Every female rapper got to be a slut rapper now. Glorilla turned out. Sexy Red turned out. Every time you see them, they turned around with their ass up in the air. Like, what? Yeah, it starts at home, but they ain't helping. They not helping. Steven Johnson, fake friends are like quarters they change for $1. For sure. Hush, kids these days idolize crash shouts. Help our future. Word. YC Don, I live in the Shy. It's hard keeping our studio open. They normalize bodies like it's a video game. Man. Phew. It's real, bro. You couldn't have said nothing truer. You couldn't. I see it all day, every day. I see it. These kids, they don't have no regard for life, right? A 14-year-old to take your head off for nothing. It's like, what? Like, and nobody, I ain't gonna say nobody cares, but nobody speaks out about it. Instead, you got a 60-year-old Jim Jones still acting like a 17-year-old, talking gang. It's gang shit. Like, none of these guys ever grow up. I can see if you're younger, like, I expect that from you. But when you get to a certain age, it's like, come on. But remember, this is entertainment. It's all about money. It's all about money. It's all about shining on the next person, how you can get over the next person. As soon as somebody gets into a position, it's FUNs, right? You broke and I'm rich. You broke, I'm rich. That's what it is, bro. I don't want to miss no more comments. Hold on. Grind and move these kids to the suburb. Baltimore, what up? Gangs messed up hip hop. Kids getting put on drug game and how much money they making. They see that we don't see any other ways of making it out. Maybe rapping, but it's all street culture. Great point. Great point. And that's another issue. Once you got these guys can make $1,000 in a day, or you can make $1,000 in a month, it's kind of a no-brainer. It's a sad thing. A lot of guys that I know, you know what I'm saying, and I knew, got caught up in the drugs, hustling and whatnot, and on all of them did prison time, you know. And, we have conversations. I'm still close to some guys, and we have conversations and whatnot, and most of the guys don't really want to do it, but it's like, yo, man, I got to get it. That's the mentality. I got to get it, bro. But then once you get that charge, the system makes it to where nobody's going to hire you no more. So even if you go to prison, you come right back out and get into that rinse, recycle, repeat. And it's very sad. It's a very sad thing. It's a war zone in Baltimore. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it was. Baltimore is a beautiful city, but it's definitely a city you don't want to get caught up in. Roll Tide and NFL sport. I think you and your partner are telling us the truth. It's not like old school 1980s, 85 up to 1991. Good classic rap, clean version on Positive View. Totally different right now. Knowledge. They pay rappers to talk about the ignorance to keep us in that spirit. Remember, we take on vibrations, listen to music. Some vibrations are demonic. Absolutely. And they understand that. They, from the highest level, they understand it, but it don't matter to them because it's profit. It's profit and it's pleasure. It's like if you open up a liquor store and people come in every day and you hearing about people getting kidney disease and dying, you're like, man, I don't give a damn, bro. I done made $50 million this last year, or $10 million or $2 million. I don't care who dies. Keep them coming. I'm getting rich. That's the mentality. Until that shit spills over into their communities, until it spills over into their household, until it spills over into their children, and their children is dying from ODs. Now it's an epidemic. Now it's a problem. But as long as it's happening in Kensington and Camden and all these different places, they don't care. It's away from them. Bodymore, Murderland. Wow. Wow. The older generation ain't no better. It's crazy. Jim is a perfect example. Facts. Hip hop news is now hip hop homicide. Mysteries turn up on the ops for attention. Man. Michelle Turner, I saw the street shit, but I wasn't involved. Parents wasn't having it. Exactly. They would have killed me first before anybody was going to throw it on the street. Or I'll be kicked out. Like, if you want to go that route, you out of here. But I had too many grandfather, father, mother, aunts, uncle, brothers, cousins. So it was like a perfect ecosystem. So we ain't have to do that, bruh. We ain't have to do that. Because this person did this person showed me an example. It wasn't about what people really said. Nobody really said too much. It was about how I saw them walking every day, getting up every day, grinding early in the morning, working out. My grandfather, having a stroke, still working with one side of his body, building stuff with one side of his body. When the other side was paralyzed, still getting up, still moving every day, still exercising, never remaining in a stagnant position. That's the environment that we grew up in. So it's hard, it'd be hypocritical. It'd be stupid for me to try to go out in the street and live a street life like that. It'd be dumb. And I see some kids, they got the perfect opportunity and they still want to get into that shit and they get swallowed up and spit out because it ain't for you. You ain't no street dude. You ain't for you. You look stupid out here in these streets. And you're going to end up dying. Let's see what else we got here, fam. I don't want to miss nothing yet. Getting kids out of school early to recruiting them. Yep. What about football? We could pin these joints. I didn't even know that. I play football. I play different sports. But if you got these kids, man, they playing football and whatnot, bro, they ain't gonna feel like going out to the street. They're gonna be so dog tired. If they playing basketball, if they boxing, because that's what I'm in right now. I'm in a boxing gym. If kids is boxing, and a lot of kids come through here or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna have time for that nonsense. No more community. Oops. Right, we are failing our ancestors. They gave their lives. Absolutely, man. Trap music, you can get money and leave the tough guy act alone. No. Yep. I wouldn't even want, I'm done with that, bro. Like, I'm getting money. I'm getting quiet. I'm getting off to myself. I'm not gonna be on camera, but again, man, it's just, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough, man. It's really tough. Ryder, you right. Malcolm and Martin would be, he said, pissed at us. It seems like success is a death sentence now. Quinn Mister. Adam Escobar. Get these kids into sports. That's some good life lessons they can learn. All right, I got you, Steven. I've seen it. Football is great if they're being coached by mature adults. Yeah, true, because there's some guys out there that's just as immature as the children. Just trying to coach them. Hey, let's get up to 100 likes. Only 54 likes. Let's get 100 likes in the building. See, I coach football, and I've coached football for a lot of years, and you'll see some at-risk kids and whatnot, and they'll talk back a little bit, and you can tell they got family issues, and whatnot. But it's the way you got to deal with people. You got to deal with people on their level. But the thing I like about it is it shows them not only toughness, it shows them endurance. It makes them be able to fight through situations, think through situations. And, when you get down, don't quit. to keep fighting. And even when you lose, there's a lesson in the loss. Because you can't win them all. But we lost. Everybody's pissed. People crying and stuff. But look, all right, what did we do good? How are we going to take this and apply it so we could be better the next time? These are all life lessons that are in football, you know? And a lot of people even get into football and they still get into the streets. I understand it because of their household, but I think it's a good, firm foundation, even basketball. Like, if you playing basketball, some of this stuff is year round. You got I think it's AAU. You know, kids can travel, play against other kids. You get to go with your family and stay in hotels to travel to different areas. Like, I've been to Massachusetts, Virginia Beach, like all over different places. You know what I'm saying? You know, because of little things like that. And it's a good bonding experience, you know, to get away from home with your family sometime and go to different areas to compete against, you know, different people. So it's a lot of stuff. Thank you, Broderick. It's a lot of stuff, you know. We just gotta do what we could do in our own right. Like, we can look at the problem and we can see the problem and we could be, you know, be stressed out about it, or we could just do what we do in our own area, in our own, you know, neighborhood to try to fix what we can fix there. That's what I suggest, you know, start doing instead of being on this big scale and we gotta do this. Just start where you at. Reach the kids where you at. Make sure that your kids is gonna be a perfect representation of what you want to be and even better. That's all. At the end of the day. Some don't learn that until prison. Yeah, and that's the sad part because any guy you see, if you ever been to prison or even the county, everybody want to get out. Everybody complaining. Everybody stressing about what's going on out there, right? Especially the guys that have been in prison for a long time. They're going to say, man, you stupid. You don't belong. You stupid. And to be a lot of time, be honest with you, when the situation I had, it was an old Muslim guy. And he told me that he's like, man, you don't. He said, man, you don't belong here, man. He said, and I ain't never been to prison or nothing like that. I've been in the county a couple times, a long time ago, but old Muslim dude, you don't belong here, man. Go get your life together, man. And ever since then, I have my life together. You know, Stephen Johnson. So don't learn that till president. Everything starts at home: discipline, education, manner, conduct. Absolutely. Dirk threw his life away for the internet. This internet is a dangerous place. That's where I'm from, Springfield, Massachusetts, birthplace of basketball. But the streets is bad out here. I know. I was out there. I actually went to Adam. I went to the Hall of Fame, man. I stayed in Springfield. That's where we actually went. That's where the tournament was. Appreciate you, Pop Turtle. Appreciate that. How could I pin that joint? Okay, I think it's already up there. I appreciate you, Pop Turtle, for the donation. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I could tell, like, just driving through Springfield, I could tell, like, you know what I mean? It kind of reminded me of areas where I'm at. Like, okay, like, you could tell in Springfield. A nice place. I won't want to be there when it's cold, but you could tell, like, hold on, like, I think I stopped at somewhere in the middle of town, one of those fast food joints at the time or whatever. And I was like, you know. But the Basketball Hall of Fame is beautiful. It's beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? How do I get to the rest of these joints? Y'all opened up a shop. What shop you talking about? Roddy with the Eagle sign. You really won't know until you're losing Bill's character. Jordan lost 7 years in a row to the greats that he became great. Yep. And that in the situation I was in this year, you know, I took over for a guy who stepped down as a head coach. I became the head coach, and we didn't have the team just wasn't that talented because it was like a trickle down effect. Certain players wasn't on the team, so other players that was connected left. So I already knew that the season wasn't going to be a good season, right? But we did the best that we could. We didn't have enough skilled players to really compete, right? So we lost a lot, almost all the games except for the last game. So in that time, I was the perfect guy for the job because I knew it was going to be a character building situation. Because you remember, when you losing nowadays, right? First of all, people is clowning people on social media. If a play happens, if somebody get beat, it's on social media. It's on somebody's Snapchat. So that's the extra embarrassment of that now with these kids, right? And then they getting teased in school. Oh, you on the sorry, you suck, you look. So it's this whole thing they gotta go through. I don't want to play no more because, they saying we sorry. I'm like, yo, man, shut up, man. There's a lesson in the losing, man. It's a lesson in that. You can't win them all. Like my man was saying, most of the time you're probably gonna lose. Coming up, most of the time. You're probably gonna lose. But how do you take that and apply it? So when it's time to win, you kicking some ass. So I said, all right, it might be a down year. I said, when I played younger, we lost a lot of football games. I used to cry and all of that, but it built character. It showed me that I could take it on the chin. I could take an L and keep on pushing. Imagine if you always winning. When the loss comes, you ain't gonna be able to handle it. I'm talking about games where people wanted to come out. I had to force them to stay in. Like it was just an experience that turned me into a monster. That I feel like I could do anything. I'm like, man, like, yo, you staying in that game, bro. You're doing this, bro. Oh, he bigger than you. I don't care. Man up. Get up and play football. And they don't see it now, but one day they might see like, damn, like, it seems like everything is against me. But my coach made me believe that I can get up and fight no matter what. And that was my favorite experience out of all the years, was the experiences of losing like that. Losing, getting blown out, losing. I told him, look, the final game, I said, we're going to win this joint. I guarantee you. And we went out there and we won that joint, and everybody was happy. So they get to move on to high school and whatnot, and they had an experience, right? So that's dope. Appreciate Chazo. Appreciate the 199 super chat. I'm just saying that. Chief Keef really made it out, though. Much love to you and Sam Man from Alaska. Much love to you, BMH3TV. Grow balls in a lesson. That's good advice, homie. Hey, thank you. Hit the thumbs up button, fellas and women. Some people can't take that L. They can't take it. And we had to. I remember we had where I was at. They had two teams. The other team was stacked. Like they blew everybody out by 30 points. And when we first played them, they would kick our ass. Matter of fact, even when we played the JV, they would beat us. We was on the varsity. But by the time it came, the last practice we had, we kicked their ass. Yes, we did. Now, they was missing a couple players. But I don't care. They had like 2 players missing. We kicked their ass. We showed them we could compete with them on a certain level. Obviously, we don't have the skilled players to win, but we showed that we could compete with them. So it was progress from the beginning to the end, where we couldn't even beat a JV team. But then when we scrimmaged JV again, they was pissed off. We was kicking their ass. And we supposed to. But remember, our team was so under-talented. We had to convert somebody who never played quarterback to a quarterback. Guys that ain't played running back to running back. People that all these years that was neglected in this system, that people that was on the bench, let's keep it a buck, third stringers, and put them on the field for the first time. For the first time, they had to play meaningful minutes, both sides of the ball, and special teams. But hopefully that built something in those young dudes. And a guy told me, he was like, man, he's like, yo, he said, like, what you doing, man? He said, I really appreciate it. Only one guy told me this. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, bro. Right? Because you're a black role model. And these kids need to see that. That's what the dude told me. I appreciated that. The kids need to see that. When everybody else left, they didn't want to do it because they didn't want to deal with the losing. They couldn't take the losing on their ego, even though who cared? I don't give a damn. Of course I want to win. I'm the ultimate competitor. But I could take a loss all day. I could take a loss. It ain't about nothing. Shanika, hey, what's up? Appreciate you. My man Doug in the building. Big Keys, anything is possible. Yes, sir. Trap music, I hear it's like that. A football fact, they start early and take it seriously. Trap music, where you at? You got to be in the South because they got dynamic players down there. Dynamic players. My man Doug, man, been around for a minute, man. Salute you. Atlanta, okay, yeah, I already know. I might still actually move down to Atlanta. I know I'm like 10 years late. The comeback is always best. Yep. Yep. And I feel like if we would have played some of them teams again that we lost to in the beginning, we would have beat them. Would beat them. It took us a long time, but now I know we gotta do more scrimmages, especially for a team that's not that good. We gotta scrimmage. Get those reps in because by the time we got to the 56th game, we starting to hit a stride. But you only got 8 games, right? You only got 8. So now it's scrimmage. That's all I want to do is scrimmage. I have 10 scrimmages. I mean, not realistically. I like to have 5 or 6 scrimmages before we even hit the field, bro. Or even more. Scrimmage, scrimmage other teams. Get those reps in. But now I know I learned from the experience myself. And it was just really me. Like 30 kids. It was one other guy, a younger guy who helped out. It was hard, man. I ain't gonna lie. It was very, very hard. At times I wanted to quit. At times I felt embarrassed. Like, damn. Like, you know what I mean? I like, damn. Because I know with a good team, we would kick some ass, bro. I know if we'd have had these players, we would kick some ass, bro. I know it for a fact. We was missing like 6 starters. And I know we would have won the championship. And that eats me to this day, bro. It eats me to this day, but it's all good, though. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Made man who wear the fitted outside their hoodie. I mean, each their own homie. LOL. That's some different stuff, ain't it? See, when I was leaving out the house today, I forgot my hat, so I went upstairs and grabbed it, and I just threw it on like that. So I was like, you know what? That's something different. That's how we do it. Now, if Jay-Z or somebody did it, or one of these young dudes did it, it'd be a trend. People start just like the mash. You know what I mean? The shiesty mash. But I appreciate you though, man. It ain't about nothing. It's always gonna be somebody in the comments gonna say something that's gonna throw the whole thing off. Freaky Zeke was rocking like that on Art of Dollar. Oh, see, I didn't even see that. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's pretty dope. And I've seen people rock like this before. We do that in Camden and Philly. Okay. Trey son. Yeah. We in Jersey, so shout out to Camden and definitely shout out to Philly, baby. Young ends wear a mask all year long. And they wear masks. They wear coats in the summer. In the wintertime, they wear shorts and t-shirts. These kids is weird. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Camden all day. Camden be coming, they come down where we at. Marathon Kev, what up? The Camden got some great boxers, man. Could we do a few I don't know if I can see this real quick. I can't go too far back there because but the ring is back there. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I seen these 2 dudes from Camden. I don't remember them dudes' names, but man, whoo! I'm like, it's different. It's different. Philly in the building. Shanae, what up? What up? But yeah, I'm gonna get off here in a few minutes. I appreciate y'all rocking out and talking. I wish we could do a live every day, but it don't be that much stuff to talk about. You know what I mean? Home of Camden, Buzzsaw, Kwame Muhammad. Yes, sir. Yep. But yeah, the ring. I'll give y'all a view from back here real quick. It's actually 2 of them. I don't want to lose it. Maybe I can go farther along. I can still see. I can flip it. Let me flip it. So this is a friend of mine. He owns his gym. Hey, back. I'm just sitting in for him. Excuse me. I sit in here for him and whatnot, and hold it down for him, trying to get this thing off the ground and whatnot. I do a little spar myself as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to lose my signal the further I go back. It's such a big place. You know? So I'm just sitting here till you get up in here and whatnot. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But yeah, I appreciate y'all rocking out with me for a little bit. I gotta get ready to hook up with Sam Man. We're gonna do a virtual interview. But actually this guy who's a young guy who's making his boxing debut tomorrow night. So I'm gonna get ready to set that up. Then we're gonna record our sports podcast. Then we probably do some segments on a hip hop joint. Yeah. Then I'm gonna go, get my joint shaped, whatnot, and finish the day off and get back to work later on, baby. Peace, God. That's what we gonna do, man. But the sports podcast is the Blackball Sports Podcast. You can type it in YouTube. I didn't put the link in here and I can't go back and get it. If you want to follow us over there, we talk sports. As you know, I'm an Eagles fan. We talk Eagles sports, we talk boxing, we talk little stuff like that. We started from the ground up. We only got like 70 subscribers. That's what we doing. We moving, man. We still pushing, moving the ball forward. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no music now hooked up over this joint. We still moving the ball forward. Big Keys. If it was a boxing ring in every poor community, it wouldn't be too many killings. Yeah, and I see people actually doing that, man. I see people like, if somebody has an issue, put them in the ring. And what it does, you get a new respect for somebody. Yes, sir. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. What happens is, right, when you get in that ring, and we grew up, see, my era, we grew up fighting. If we had an issue, not to say people wasn't shooting, but people had issues, we fought, and it was over. We might have fought twice, and it was over. We was cool after that. One of my best friends, we got into a fight in like 5th grade. And he was my best friend, we don't talk now, but we still cool. We just, like separates people. But I grew respect for him. He grew respect for me. When you get in that ring and you put hands on each other and you fight each other and y'all hit each other, and at the end of that thing, it's going to be a type of respect. Especially when you boxing. See, boxing is different than fighting. The first time I jumped in the ring, I'm trying to fight for real. And I was tired, like 10 seconds felt like, holy shit. Like, if somebody really, like, if this dude was really in shape, he's knocking my ass out. So you got to conserve your energy. You really got to know how to conserve your energy. And you stick your jab, stick the jab, stick the jab. You know what I mean? And move around. Keep yourself moving. And, be able to clinch. And defense is so important. Your defense is even more important than your offense a lot of time. If you sitting there not moving your head, somebody's going to bang you. Boom, 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 boom. And you got to learn that. So now I get in the ring with this dude, guy like my size. Shout out to my guy. And we'll do 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds, 1 minute off. 3 on, 1 off. You know what I mean? We'll do 12. And by the end of that joint, it's the Blackball Sports Podcast. The Blackball Sports Podcast. If you type it in, you'll find it. It has like a little 8-ball on it until we get a logo. I'm going to get a logo made very soon. Right? That's how we sorted out conflicts when I grew up. Absolutely. You get in that ring, man, and by the time you get done, you so tired, bro. Like, you and that guy, y'all might go out to get a beer together. I'll go smoke a blunt. Whatever you do, go eat after that. I guarantee you that beef will be squashed, bro. I guarantee you. I promise you 100%. Because you have a mutual respect for each other, as opposed to just running up on somebody and shooting him. You know what I mean? Lions time. Yes, sir. Peace, man. You feel what I'm saying? Do you feel what I'm saying? It's crazy how we become friends after rumble. It's crazy. And it's like, you might kill this dude. You damn sure gonna regret it. But if y'all just got in the ring and rumbled, y'all be crazy friends. I promise you. It happened to me when I was younger. I ain't like some of these dudes. Then when we fought, we got the aggression out. It was like, you know what, man? It's just a mutual respect comes from it. Like the respect is now there. Now you know not to cross the boundary. I know not to cross the boundary. Because your hits kind of hurt, dog. And I know my hits hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to hit one of them joints again. I know you're not trying to catch this overhand right again. Because I hit hard. You know what I mean? So that's, you know, people so quick to kill people now, man. So quick to want to take another brother out, man. It's crazy. C note, the respect you earn and grow is mutual combat understanding. Okay, I got you. Okay. So it's actually a word for it. And you become so great of friends, bro. Like just getting in the ring with somebody. Ain't no coming back from death. Exactly. Big keys. You become so. Thank you, Miss Bougie. You already know. Super Bowl, 2-time Super Bowl champs. Yeah. Let me show y'all this real quick. Oh, you won't let me do it? Oh, here we go. Hold on. Boom. Oh, really? All right, hold on. At least 1 minute of video is needed. And I've been on for 40 minutes. What you mean, 1 minute? Yeah, how you like that? I had to put that in front of the crib. I don't know if I can see that. Super Bowl champs. KC running that back. Hey, man, we beat the brakes off of KC. I ain't gonna lie, we beat the brakes off of KC. And we beat the brakes off of Washington. Washington, that felt better beating them boys, because they was talking too much trash, bruh. I gotta replay the video. You never know Beezy got shot first. Yeah, you never know. I'm not saying, look, I don't know the situation. You know what I mean? Eagles snuck and took him a couple years. Salute to y'all, KC. Yeah, shout out to KC. The reason I rock with KC because they ain't really talk no trash the whole time. And they still not really talking no trash. You know what I'm saying? But Washington talked the hell of trash. They talked so much trash. They was going to come into Philly and beat us and all of this and all of that. We beat the shit out of them boys, man. I mean, we should have scored 100 points. We would have scored 70, 80. We beat the shit out of them boys. And that felt so great. It was like, you was like, bang, 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 bang. And blood squirting everywhere. It felt good because they talked like they was on our level. Lions, don't do it yourself. Oh, come on, man. Don't talk about the Lions, bro. We was going to beat the Lions bloody. Y'all had a chance to play us in Detroit. Y'all had a chance. We was going to destroy it. We was going to destroy anybody. Now, the Lions probably would have been a better matchup because they got a good offensive line. I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? But Washington was never beating us. KC was never beating us. Buffalo was never beating us. It was just our year. And next year may be different. Yeah, I was going for the Eagles in the Super Bowl too. Word. Not the team, the dude that made the comment is KC over here. Salute, man. You can't, look, KC, nothing but respect for him. Nothing but respect for him. A classy organization, a great team. You know? Nothing but mutual respect. But if y'all got to run into us again, we got to steamroll y'all again. Big Keys, Ravens. Shout out to the Ravens. We beat them too. Buffalo definitely should have made it. Buffalo, we would have beat them bloody too. Because Buffalo wouldn't be able to stop the run. Respect to the Eagles who y'all fought until, yeah. Yeah. It's our time. Go Birds. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, shit. What did I just do? I messed up. All right, y'all. I'm going to be out of here, though. What else that view message? I just did something. Oh, my bad. TY Reptiles. Yeah, you already know. I'm going to pin that for you. I'm going to pin that. Oh, you trying to find a link? Don't worry about it, bro. I appreciate it. I'm about to get off here anyway. What I'll do is I'll drop it in the description box. I'll drop it in the description. I should have been ready with the links. I'm tripping today. I don't know what's going on. I should have had the links locked in, but I didn't. You know. Yes, sir. Next live, inshallah, definitely. Yes, sir. See, no, I appreciate that. Lions time, baby. Somebody said, what flag is that? That's the Ashanti flag. If you know about the Ashanti people from Ghana, Ashanti, look up. I'm sure you probably know, but look them up. The guy who owns the building, he's Ashanti. He's from the Ashanti tribe or whatnot. So he reps his joint very heavy. That's what that flag is behind you that you see. Look them up. I know Doug know. I know C-Note has to know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta get ready for this other interview about to do. And I'll drop that a little later on. And knowledge, when you study it, y'all got some of the most important hip hop interviews. Just think about it. Yeah, real talk. We got a lot of but somebody was saying something. What's his name? The guy, I forget it. I think Anthony Mackie. What he was saying, because a lot of people ask us, how come y'all don't got a deal and this, that, and he was saying like sometimes it ain't how hard you work. It's you got to be selected, right? And I'm not tripping or nothing like that because I know how to survive and whatnot. Even though we would like a deal with the right terms, of course, but people got to, like you say, it was basketball players better than Michael Jordan out there. But you got to be selected. You got to put yourself in the right air at the right time. So it's going to come, for us. It's gatekeepers for sure. But I mean, our catalog obviously can't be denied, bro. Nah, I keep the same for me. I got no bias. Organic grassroots. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah. Nah, we definitely gonna keep the same, the same format. Thanks for the Mike Nitty interview. I F with y'all with that forever for that one. Yeah, shout out to Mike Nitty, man. You know how I knew? My brother used to listen to Mike Nitty a long time ago. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hit Mike up. I'm gonna hit Mike Nitty, and he came through. He's a real good dude. He promoted the interview. Even to this day, he still us love. So shout out to Mike Nitty, man. Real talk. Mike Nitty's a good dude, man. Real good dude. And he gave us some great stories, some real great stories. Bill Cosby, Lord was important, so was many others. Yeah, but real talk, real talk. But we're not done yet. You talking like it's over, Coolio. Yeah. You talking like it's over. We had Raven Simone. I mean, we can go down the line of people we had. Master P. We can go down the line. Y'all all know if y'all been watching. We've man. But see, the game changed so much to now everybody want to get paid for an interview, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, and it's like it just don't make business sense for certain people to pay that type of money. Some people want $10,000, some people want $15,000 for interviews. I appreciate that humbly. I really appreciate that. But if you've seen those interviews, you've been around for at least 4, 5+ years. And that obviously those interviews are still archived. So I definitely appreciate that for sure. I'm trying to hang on with y'all as long as I can. Any other comments? Real quick, just dropping where you did that happen after Marlon and Vlad situation? Nah, this was a while ago. This was a minute ago. See, what happened was, yeah, I got the best questions, bro. Rap, appreciate it. What happened was during COVID, when people couldn't go in the studio like that, some people could, we could still go in the studio. But guests wasn't coming out. Like Vlad, they could go in the studio all they want, but guests wasn't really coming out. Right? Hat in the hood for sure. All right, Doug. Appreciate you. Have a good day at work, man. People wasn't really coming out. So the virtual thing popped. Cause remember remember everything with the versus joint? All it was everybody was at home. So that was the thing that was popping. That was the thing to do. We had already been doing that. We had mastered that shit. We had people come in the studio, but where our geographical location is, it's kind of people ain't really coming here like that. We're not in Atlanta. We're not in LA. We're not in Miami. Right? So, the $100 haircut. We hired this guy, right? We hired this young cat that we met at a college. We did a speech at a college. And we turned him into our publicist. This man was getting so many interviews, bro. He was like, "Yeah, I got Raven Simone tomorrow. I got Master P." And I'm like, what? I don't even believe you. We go on the joint. Boom, she popped up on the screen. I'm like, oh, of course you got to get ready for the interview and do your research and all that. Of course. I'm not saying like we were going there unprepared, but it's like to see him like, oh, it's like, all right, let's get to business, bro. We was doing like 3 interviews a day. So quick story real quick. So that even the playing field. Because sometimes these guys got these elaborate productions. They got $10,000 camera, $20,000 camera, the lights and this and that. The virtual shit, it didn't matter, right? You was on the cell phone. It was just about pure content, not necessarily the aesthetic. Even if you go back and look at the whole interview, the sound was kind of jacked up. People driving around, it's fuzzy, but it didn't matter because the content was king. As long as the content was good, that's what people cared about. So it evened the playing field. So a couple people got, I should say, intimidated, like, oh, to the point where one of these dudes even said, ain't nobody making videos online going to compete with us. I'm like, y'all know, if y'all know, y'all know. So what people started doing, right, they couldn't get people off merit. Because all the people we got, it was just because of the work we put in. We paid a few people, but not a lot of them. Like the biggest people that came on did it for free. Because that's just the way it was, one hand wash the other. We got the platform. We're going to bust this joint out to 500, 600, 800, 1 million people, 3 million people with Project Pat, 800,000 Lunel. Like the numbers is out there. Y'all seen them, right? Nipsey Hussle's homie, 1 million plus, right? The numbers is there. People started getting timid. So they said, all right, it was pay for play. And I'm not even mad at it. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm going to outbid this dude. I'm going to pay him $10,000 for the interview. I want to pay him $5,000 for the interview. And we sat back at the time. We was like, all right, we understand what the climate is, but we like, nah, we're not going to, we're not going to let the industry control us. We're going to control the industry. So how can we combat that? Cool. Maybe these guys don't want to come no more because they want to get paid. Everybody want to get paid. Even the lowest person, they want to get paid. They want to know if it's a budget. So what we could do, we can just talk about you and still get paid, right? And now I'm not saying talk about you in a negative way, but talk about what happened. Talk about this, if it's something, and still get paid. I'd rather talk to you, but if we got to talk about you and still get paid because you want to get 5 or 10 or 15. One guy told us $40,000 for an interview. That's crazy. Because how are we going to make the money back? Even if it's $10,000, what if the interview flops? Then we out of $10,000? So it just don't make business sense. The way it's supposed to go is one hand wash the other. I got the platform. We built the platform up. The people want to see you. You come over. You promote what you're going to promote. And you will see residuals down the line, whether it be a comedian that's going to get more shows, like a guy like Faison Love. We tried to pay him. He wouldn't take no money. He wouldn't take it. Some people want money today. Oh, you want me? Give me $2,000 deposit. And then we had a situation. We started getting burnt by people. 40 grand. That was 50. Not 50 Cent. Snoop Dogg. He wanted 40 grand, which I understand was Snoop. The only person who worth the type of money would be like a Jay-Z. Jay-Z, you'll make that money back, bro. You will make that money back. It might not be right away, but over time, you'll definitely make that money back. But that's what people started doing and shit. You hit the person up, I want $5 for an interview. Somebody's not worth it, want $500 for an interview. It's like, okay, cool. I get it. But how are we going to make the money back as a business? Remember, it's still a business at the end of the day. I'm not going to no, I'm not clocking in nowhere. This is what we do for a living. Somebody put time as money. I understand that. I don't know what context you're saying that in. You know what I'm saying? But you know, time is money. But is an hour interview $5,000? Hell no. But then people started getting hip, which I understand both ways. I'm not trying to say I understand because they like, all right, y'all dudes is making this money per month, right? And I'm coming on and doing an interview and I'm not getting no money. But you are getting money. You're getting recognition, you're getting views, and whatever you do, we're now exposing you to a bigger crowd of people. People have come back and say, yo, people, they talked about me on Hip Hop Uncensored, and people, I started getting more of this because of y'all, more of this because of y'all, more sales because of y'all. That's how it's supposed to work. So it'll even itself out very, very soon, and it'll return Luke Cannon arrested yesterday to where it is. So that's what kind of happened during the whole COVID thing, right? That's the story. It's a lot more to it, but I don't have the time to really get into it. But that's kind of the gist, of everything goes with that whole situation. You know. Ooh. Because every time the interviews don't always pop. Y'all know that. Sometimes the interviews, people just don't want to watch it. And I'm supposed to give you all this money. Nah, I don't talk to him. I mean, with the live interview with the right person or people could work, if that's on work. Yeah. How big are YouTube checks with 100K views on the internet? It depends, man. You really can't put a number on it. See how it works is depending on what the customer is paying, you could make like anywhere from $6 to $14 or $15, sometimes even more or less per 10,000. So just add that up. 3,500 per million views. No. Let me see. More than that. More. It just depends, though. It depends. I would say to keep it. I would say like. It just depends, because some videos, depending on the subject matter and who the person is, they might pay you $12 or $13 or $14 per thousand. That's great money. Sometimes, depending on the time of the year too, it could be like $6 or $7 per thousand. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. Something like that. 3,500 per, no, 3,500 per million is on a low end. You know what I'm saying? That's low. How does videos pay? Is it once per month? Yeah, it's residual. But most videos do the most views in the first 7 days. So you could like say if like the Coolio video, right? When he passed away, it started spiking. So something that you have up, it could be sitting for years, and if something happens, and that's why you'll see people when something happens, they'll put up a video or old interview or something that's relevant because the algorithm is now spiked for people now clicking and looking for that. Boom, 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 boom. Like the Big U interview, I never posted it. So like, you know what? I got that in the archives. Boom, boom, boom. Let me post that up because the archive is hot. So that when Coolio passes away, the interview's already up. It might have got 800,000. Now it might get another 800,000 or a million views because the subject matter is hot. Her Sharp made close to 5 mil on the cat. Yeah, it's true, but it had like 50 million views, and they probably paid like 18, 19, $20, per 10,000 or whatever the case may be. Oh no, excuse me, per thousand. So just imagine that. So I would say on average, 100,000 could get you anywhere from $300 to $800, which ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it's a lot of different factors that go into it. Like around Christmas time, the holidays, it's paying more. around like January, February, even March, is sometimes paying less, but then you can combat that by the type of content that you put out. So it's an up and down scale. It's not a, answer. So if you're doing like 1 million views, you can have a decent life. Even 500,000, you could do decent. You know what I'm saying? And not have to really work a job, depending on your expenses and whatnot. That's just the honest to God truth. But if you really want to start making money, you got to be like 2 million, 1.52, 3 mil, 4, 5 mil. Then you're going to see some good money. You know what I'm saying? And also, what matters is the watch time of the video. If we put a video up and people watch it for 2 seconds, you ain't gonna make no money. If I put a video up and people's watching it for 30 minutes, you're gonna eat. People watch it for 10 minutes, 12 minutes, you're going to eat. So if you put a 30-minute interview up, like the average view duration might be like 12, 13 minutes. The average person watches it for 12 or 13 minutes. That's great because you got ads in there and you're keeping people on your channel. You got playlists that's popping up, cars that's popping up, end screens that's popping up. That's keeping people on your channel. The more you keep people on your channel, the more YouTube is going to reward you. So I'll be honest with you. YouTube is the best platform for a creator. TikTok, they rob you, right? That's just my experience. Facebook, you can't put nothing up. Everything's restricted. Instagram, I don't know. YouTube, I would say. I mean, on TikTok, you can grow faster. But see, TikTok, you'll do views, right? You'll make some views and they'll take it away from you. You'll make some money and they'll take it away from you. Like I had a couple joints on with TikTok that was moving. 1 million, 2 million views. And you see the money, next thing you know, they disqualify the video. YouTube don't do that. If you make the money, you make the money. It's yours. I love YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. Sounds like YouTube pays you what they want, when they want. Dame Dash spoke on it. There's no transparent. Yeah, I mean, you got to remember, though. You got people, advertisers that's paying for advertising spot. So it is true. That is true. The statement is true. The statement is true to a certain extent. But you have a range, though, that you're going to be within. Like I told you. From I'll say to $20 per 1,000 views. You're going to be in that range. Most of the time, it's going to be around 10, 9, depending on your channel and your viewership and who's watching your channel and the audience. There's so many different variables that go into it. I had to sit up here all day, but I understand because I've been involved and I study it, you know? So makes 30, 40 grand sitting on the couch. Yeah, you can. You can. See, no, you can. You can. I'm telling you, when you can. You definitely can. But then you got to remember, tax man, you got to pay your taxes, right? It's a lot of things that go into it, bro. So $10,000. Oh yeah. See, no, yeah. Hell yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, he's seen some. Yeah, I don't know what he does, views, but he's seen some. I'm not gonna put too much people business out there, but people see a couple of dollars, man. But remember, people just work for it, bro. I mean, you sitting there, you running your mouth, but you working. You creating a genre, you create a channel, you create something that somebody wants to watch. So I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? You got 800 people, 900 people in your live. You drop off, you doing 20,000. I mean, I have videos that was doing 300,000 per hour, 400,000 per hour. Like, I mean, like, you could really, clean up. You know what I mean? It's a very big opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck. Joda goes, hey, man, love the growth that you have become, big bro. Please keep going. For sure, I'm going to keep going. As long as there's breath in my lungs, man, I'm going to keep rocking out. I got a couple more minutes and I'm going to get create your own lane. Yeah, and that's what he did. He created his own lane. Like, people want to hear this dude talk. I can't get mad at him. People want to hear the man talk. They want to hear him talk about celebrities and this, that, because it's entertaining to them. Even like a Charleston White. People want to hear him talk. They want to hear him, disrespect dead people. They just want to hear it. Dude has 10,000 in his live. Yeah, I believe it. YouTube is a gift that keeps on giving. The money trail. Hope brothers are using it well. Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, man. For For sure. I appreciate that. Yep. CJR. Appreciate you dropping the knowledge. I'm serious. Consider starting a network and show on YouTube. Yeah, man. I would say jump into it and do it. My advice would be just stay consistent. And don't look for overnight success. Don't look for an overnight success. Like even when we started our channel, our sport, it's very humbling going back to nobody in the chat. So when you put a video up, it got 2 views. It's very humbling, to go back to that. Because that's where we all started from. Putting up videos and don't nobody watch it. And you being happy with a 500 view joint, a 900 view joint, 30, 40, 50 people watching it. Stay consistent, grind it out, and be ready to be in it for the long haul. And if you got a good product and you understand the ecosystem, you will 100% be successful. Remember, having good content, which is your product, staying consistent, and learning how to tag videos, learning the thumbnail game, learning cards, learning playlists, learning all that. I'm going to start me a channel. Go ahead, bro. Judge Joe interview was a classic, for sure. Shout out to Judge Joe Brown. He's the guy that never charges. He don't charge. So most of our best content came from people we didn't pay for. Gamers First Millionaires on YouTube. Yeah. I'm going to start me a channel. I already have the equipment. Started a podcast. Someone but COVID killed it. It was our barbershop. Yeah, but I'm just saying, just do it, man. If you need any pointers, y'all can hit me up. My email's ogod@hiphopun.com. I'm more than happy to help people. You know how many people told me they wanted to start podcasts, though? If you're serious, I will help you. I ever share it. Like, if you put something up, I'll share it for you. But let me go, man. I got an interview to get ready for at 12 o'clock. I could be in here all day. Y'all probably stay here with me. I appreciate y'all. Everybody who left a comment that's been rocking out with the whole, movement for the last 8 years, which I got in store. We got some big things in store, man. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Judge Joe Brown is there. You got to let him just talk, bro. I love Judge Joe Brown. You let that man just talk, and people love to hear him talk. I don't care what he's talking about. One time we had another interview, right? And Judge Joe Brown kept talking. So I said, you know what? I forgot what we did, but I was like, yo, just let him talk. We're going to start the up. You know what I mean? Like, he ran to the other interview. I can't interrupt him, man. He's the elder. If he talked for 20, 30 minutes straight without giving a pause, then you got to let him go. He's the elder. Appreciate you, C-Note. But I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I really got to go now. Y'all have a good day, man. Peace. Catch y'all later on, man. Stay locked into the channel.